Tonight, for my final point, I want to ask you a question, and I do want to hear your answers. Since the attacks in Paris last week, there has been a lot of disagreement here in the United States about whether or not we should allow Syrian refugees into our country. As you know, this concern isn't entirely about the humanitarian aspect of the issue. It's about whether or not we as a country have a vetting process thorough enough to prevent radical Islamic terrorists from falsifying documents and entering our country disguised as Syrian refugees with the intention to harm us. We do know this to be a threat because one of the terrorists involved in the Paris attacks last week had a Syrian passport and had been admitted to Europe as a refugee through Greece just a month prior. Since then, there have been arrests in Honduras of individuals with fake Syrian passports trying to make their way to the United States. We also know that the FBI director testified that there is not an effective way to vet these refugees thoroughly should they come to our country. In the United States, we've already admitted Syrian refugees. The American people just found out about it recently, but earlier in the week, there was a news report that stated that one of the refugees had gone missing. Nobody knew where he was. He was later located in a different state, but only because of the spotlight on the story after the Paris attacks. Many governors in states that were previously planning to accept refugees have since changed their minds and now say they do not want to receive them. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan also said that this is a situation where we are better safe than sorry and that we should pause the inflow of refugees until we've addressed the vetting process. Critics, however, say we should allow the refugees as planned because it's their only escape from their war-torn nation. And President Obama himself said that slamming the doors in the faces of the refugees would be a betrayal of our values. So tonight I want to ask you, what is your opinion? Do you think the United States should allow Syrian refugees into our country on humanitarian grounds, or do you think it poses too great of a danger to the American people? Or maybe you have a third option. Tell me what you think. What, in your opinion, is the best way to handle this situation? Share your thoughts on my Twitter page at @Liz_Wheeler or on our Facebook page, Tipping Point on OANN. And that is my final point. As always, please visit oann.com/help to help out One America News. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you'll join us again tomorrow and hope you have a great night.